Like the best Christmas tree ever. Every year, man, this thing gets full of fruit and it just goes to waste. And I'm really happy to always come out here and get me a bunch of grapefruits. A couple other citrus trees back there, but those oranges never really taste very good. It's always these grapefruits that taste phenomenal. These are like far better than anything you can get in the store. Cool. So I came back here to eat those grapefruits, and I started noticing all this broken glass, and then I started noticing whole bottles, and they look pretty old. Then I found that brick, and it got me curious that this could have been a site of an old homestead. I'm looking for more bricks and more bottles, and hopefully I'll come across some. Here we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. Full of water. I'm sure there's probably mosquitoes in it growing. That's neat. Look at the top though. That was corked. It wasn't, or pressed cap. I don't see no date on the bottom or anything. But we'll set this here and come back and get it. See if we can find some more stuff. Here's another one. Looks like the top is gone. I guess it's some kind of liquor bottle, perhaps. Let's see. Oh, wait. It's got something written here. Federal law forbids sale or reuse of this bottle. 1 quart. I don't know. Anyway, could be some kind of liquor bottle. See, I know that a lot of cows come back here, and the one thing that worries me is that they're not going to notice and they're just going to come walking in and step on one of these bottles and cut themselves. Oh, there's another one over here. Yeah, some kind of mayonnaise jar or something. Yeah, it's got a Heinz logo on it. It's got a seam on it and a screw top, so it can't be very old. I'm noticing more broken shards back over there, so there's some more broken shards there. So I'm gonna keep looking and see if we can find a real gem back here. Oh, here's another one. Check it out. Oh, this is cool. This old Clorox bottle. This would have been bleach, I reckon. Look how tiny the lid is. Look at that. Oh, that's neat. I wonder how old it is. Well, there's a big inscription on the bottom here. Let's see if I can get a date. Oh, let's see a date. Still, it's got Clorox written all over it, and they definitely don't want you to forget their product, right? Now, that's a neat find. I like that. Nice. I'm going to set this here and come back for it later. Cool. That's a very interesting bottle. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it's got a flat area for a sticker, you know, a label or something, and then it's ribbed all the way around, or fluted, excuse me. That's really cool. I thought it was green at first, but it turns out it's just algae on the inside. But yeah, that's an interesting bottle. There's a screw top. Oh, they're everywhere out here. There's so many bottles in this spot, and I never knew it. I've walked past this area for a long time, and I've never noticed these bottles before. Let's see if we can find some more. Oh, here's another one. Now I don't know what this was. It's got a flat top to it, so it didn't screw on. So it probably just popped off. Maybe a one-time use, you know, tomato sauce or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited about this hoard here because I'm finding all kinds of interesting little artifacts and you know, that kind of thing. So this is interesting. Weird looking. I mean, it seems like it could be glass, like it'd been melted or something. You got that telltale pinched off end right there that makes me not want to touch it. No, but I don't know what that is. I'm gonna hang on to it and do some research. Yeah, another jar. So, yeah, very interesting little spot. I haven't found any more bricks though. Yeah, another bottle right there. In fact, that looks like another Clorox bottle. Let's check that out. Yep, sure is. Somebody really liked it clean out here. That's cool too. Getting quite the collection out here. Let's see what this is. Look at white. Some more of that white glass perhaps. I didn't find any intact white glass, but there's a bunch of bottles over there. Yep. But if some of this ground debris wasn't here, I'd find a lot more stuff. What is that? Maybe some kind of valve or something. It's been out here for a long time. There's some threads running up this right here. Very interesting. here's another bottle. Little tiny guy. That's cool. A lot of broken glass. Oh, now this is interesting. Wow, check this out. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. Cool. Let me get under here. Look at this. This is concrete here in a perfect square. I wonder if it was like a cellar, keep things cool. Yeah, check this out. It's like in a perfect square. I'm not gonna go digging around inside here because there's a lot of broken glass. And but I'll definitely come back with a little shovel and see what's up. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not, but this is really, really interesting. That just means that there's a lot more to find in just this little spot. All right, let's see what else we can find. Awesome. You gotta really get in here. Wow, this is cool. Check that out. I don't think that's a bottom of anything. It looks more like the top, you know. But no, that's cool. I'm gonna hang on to that. That's really cool. I also came across this little bottle here. It says Mexican Mustang liniment. Oh, that's very interesting. Brooklyn, New York. Wow. I'm gonna hang on to that. That's really cool. I'm gonna look it up and find out more about it. Oh, here we go. Found a brick. Alright. Now we're getting closer here. Here we go. Look at there. Alright. That's cool. Alright. Second brick I found. Just seems like there should be a lot more around here. But I'm still looking. I'm doing a whole perimeter here and I'm really pushing through a lot of this green. But it's pretty exciting, man. Well, here's my haul. I spent a couple hours tromping around in here looking for any signs of bottles and bricks and things like that, and I came across some really interesting finds. You saw that square structure back there. I'm going to do a little more research later to find out what that might be. If it's a cellar for keeping, you know, perishables cool, it's a bit small, unless it's like had a lid and they can reach down in there. But I just get nervous that maybe it's like an old septic, you know, opening or something like that. I don't know. I'll do some more research and find out about that. It's still an interesting find out here in the middle of nowhere like that, and it being a historically, you know, rich environment all up and down the St. John's here, it's not unlikely. So, but these bottles and these bricks and things are, you know, are amazing find. And some of my more favorite ones obviously are those really cool Clorox bottles. I found a couple different sizes, a smaller one, you know, and another one just like this, but I left it where I found it. Brought only these two up here. This is an interesting one. This right here, it's called Three Sisters Wine, and I tried to look it up and see if there is still a winery around, but I couldn't find any images of this particular bottle. This is one of my favorites. You can see it's fluted here, and there was a big area right here for a label. those would have been paper, printed paper with stuck on with like a gum adhesive. So any long period of time outdoors, it would have just peeled off. This was a neat little item. This was the bottom of some liquor bottle or something, but it's really sort of prismatic. It's got a really nice, pattern to it here. I really like that one. And of course there's, obviously a bunch of broken ones out here. I mean, there's a bunch of broken bottles out here, glass everywhere. This one was really, really cool because, the top is busted off, but at the bottom it says Duraglass, spelt with a single S, and I thought that was kind of neat. And this is, was it 4/5 of a quart? But it doesn't really say anything other than that, so I don't know what kind of liquor bottle it was. I found this amazing Coca-Cola bottle out here. This is so cool. This is probably the best find so far. It was brewed in Sanford, Florida. It says so across the bottom here. And bottle patent December 25th, 1923. Now that's really cool because tomorrow is the 25th. That is so cool. Wow. This has been, what is it, 1923. I'm not going to do the math in my head, but that's a long, long time ago, man. That's almost 100 years. That's almost 100 years. Man, that's really cool. Wow. I'm going to hang on to that. That's really cool. Another really interesting bottle is obviously this little tiny one here. I have no idea what it is. There's no real markings. There's a 5 and a large letter B, but it's really intact. It's got a really nice shape to it, and I'm just gonna hang on to it because I like those small bottles like that. Now this one's really fun. I looked it up, and it said this is Mexican Mustang Liniment, and it was Lion Manufacturing Company, Brooklyn, New York. Now I did a little bit of research with limited internet access out here, and this was very popular in the late 1800s and early 1900s as a cure-all for aches and pains and things like that. You can use it on yourself or use it on your pets or animals or whatever, but that was really cool, and you can actually look this one up. This has been listed in the American Museum of History as a very, very popular item throughout the world. They have copies of this in Australia, England, and all kinds of stuff. So Mexican Mustang, I like that. I'm gonna hang on to that one too. This little bottle was very interesting. This little bottle was also all around the world. This one was called Tabloid by a B.W. & Co. And this was I can't remember the name of the medicines that were inside a bottle like this, but it was very popular in the same amount of time that the Mexican Mustang, the late 1800s, early 1900s. And that's a really, really cool find. I like that bottle a lot. It's gorgeous. It's a little petite little thing. I love it. Then I found what I think is a lid to, let's say, something like Vaseline or something. It kind of reminds me of that. It has the same color glass as Vaseline, the old Vaseline jars. So I don't know exactly what it is, but it was interesting. It is intact. So then I found this strange item. It looks like it had been melted. It could have been glass that had been melted or something. I don't know what it is. It's just a lump of something. But it was interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. It's like I have no idea. So, but yeah, this has been a really, really awesome Christmas present for me. Get out here and do a little bit of sleuthing around, some archaeology. Found these, some old bricks. So this must have been a type of homestead or something in this area, because there's most of these jars are for food, and then there's a couple of medicinals. So I don't know exactly what was in this area at the time, but some of these bottles are just really, really cool to find, and so I piled them all up here, and tuck them up against the tree, and then hopefully we won't have any cows stepping on them or anything like that, and hopefully if anybody does find them, they'll treat them with the same respect I did. I'm just ecstatic. I'm just I'm just blown away. I'm super happy with this. And well, like always, guys, thank you for watching. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I appreciate you very much. Have a good one. All right.